I'm here at Magnolia Market today because I need some much needed inspiration for my home and also possibly some clothing. And I want to just wander the entire yard here. It is such a beautiful property to look around. And I'm going to take that inspiration, then take it over to the thrift store and see if I can get a similar look on a very limited budget. I think that this is a great place to shop. Such a wonderful experience if you're ever able to come here. And let's get shopping. Hi, I'm Janine. Thrifting and shopping secondhand has been a part of my life for the last 15 years, and I've been able to curate the wardrobe of my dreams over the years, as well as decorate my home by shopping at thrift stores, garage sales, consignment shops, the Goodwill outlet, and Facebook Marketplace. If you like secondhand outfit inspiration, upcycling, thrift flips, and home decor ideas, just keep watching to see Jane Thrift. I am starting off here at Magnolia Market where they have home decor and kitchen items.
Oh, wow.
That greeting was not staged and it really startled me. Evidently, they do this for the first customers of the day. I am loving these green printed vases. They also have them in these armed, bigger sizes. I love the print on them, so pretty. These cute little apples. I love these handled basket vases with the beautiful florals. Really cute. Love the prints in here with the florals. I love these beaded frames. This is such a great inspiration for a fireplace mantle vignette. Have the wood twisted candlesticks here. We have an art piece on a little easel, and then two like stoneware type of vases. This one has a handle on it with some beautiful spring florals. And then I love this little brass bowl with some stones and also some old photographs in it. The whole piece, of course, has the lighting and the mirror up there as well. Love this whole arrangement, and it's such an inspiration. This is really not about one specific product that they have here. What I'm mostly looking at are like things like this beautiful display here. I love the way that they have everything settled out. Now, while you're not going to have 6 measuring cups of the same, I think this still gives you a very good idea of how to display things, and it's just so beautiful. I love this side as well. They have the cutting boards mixed with some artwork and some pottery. Cute little measuring cups. I love this pink ribbed glass. These are adorable. This is definitely a look that I will be looking for. One overwhelming theme that I've noticed in here are some scalloped details. I see it here on the plate and in several other items that they have. I am loving this trivet. It has a checkerboard marble top with the wood surround. Let's see, this is $34 and it is very hefty. I love this piece. This adorable herbararium. And what I love is that I actually have this piece at home. I got this at their outlet store, and I love this, how they have it just filled with florals. I'm heading down here. They have these cute little shops. I love this little arrangement. It also has the church over here. Such a beautiful, beautiful setting. But I know that they have in one of these little shops some women's clothing, and I think they have a jewelry shop and handbags. So let's head on in. I am so cold out here. Y'all know that I love my scarves and bandanas. This print is absolutely amazing. This is on sale for $29.99. The selection here is so cute. Oh, look at this one with the strawberries, the little check print. So cute. I also love this denim tote bag. They have it styled with that check bandana scarf. So cute. Unfortunately, no like regular clothing. They just have their branded clothing. So I'm gonna head over to Magnolia Home where they have the furniture, and that's where we're gonna get some really good home inspiration. Similar to what we found in the market. I love how this is displayed in a more home-like setting. We have the scalloped bowl, we have the brass candlesticks. I love how they have the book open and displayed, and then the pottery with the florals. Such a beautiful bedroom setup, but what I'm especially drawn to is how they hung these tapestries, and this can be done at any level, at any scale. What I love is how they overlapped them. It makes for such an interesting way to hang something and unexpected. This office setup is so cute. Here is that little brass apple that I showed in the marketplace. And I especially love this collage wall of art. Such a mix of styles here. And it has the shadow box along with a candle holder and then a little miniature found object and some pressed flowers. Another overwhelming theme that I have found are some colors. This beautiful kind of dusty sage green mixed with some pinks. They have it here on the bed as well, and I love this color combination. It is so soothing and soft, and can also just invoke a lot of spring-like thoughts. I love this arrangement. They have that beaded frame here that they had in the market on the table side here, and I especially love the lamp up here on the wall instead of having to sit on the table. Such a nice way to bring light without having to take up space on the tabletop. This was such a fantastic experience here. The people are all so friendly, and it's just so warm and inviting in this entire property here. It's such a great place to come, and I have gathered some really great inspiration that I can't wait to head on out to the thrift stores and find some ways to display them in my own home. I'm now here at Goodwill to see if I can find anything. Found this little easel. Definitely could be stained. It does have some markings on there, so I'll have to clean that up. It's $1.99, but I think this would be perfect to display some artwork on. Also found this cute little photo frame with pressed flowers in there. Looks so similar to that one I saw in that office vignette. $2.99. Yes, I love this. And wait a minute. Can you not see? That would be so cute. I spot this beaded detail up here. What is this? It's a little sign. Oh, I think that could be a perfect DIY that I can do. $1.99. Yep. You'll just have to wait and see what that turns out like. Now remember those little beaded detail frames? What I did find is a beaded detail on these cute little candle holders. I love these. They're $1.99 each. Although we didn't find any clothing there at Magnolia to kind of compare to, but we did find those bandana scarves, and this top really has a reminiscent feel for it. I love this. I think this is cotton and viscose. So it has that same kind of feeling as that. And I love the mixed prints with the green. I found these battery operated taper candles and they are only $3.99. I am still looking for items for my Magnolia inspired vignette that I'm working on. And let's see. Ooh, what is this wood face? That is super cute. What is this? Is a Magnolia piece. Oh my gosh. For $3.99. I am so getting this. I'm here at the Goodwill outlet and found this floral artwork that is just perfect. I've been looking for faux florals at all the thrift stores, and here it is at the outlet. These can be so expensive retail, and I just love the shape of these. Here at Things from the Heart, I found this tray here, and I love it because it has the scalloped edge, and I'm thinking that that will be a really nice way to display all the smaller pieces that I found. I just need to figure out how much this is. I like the metal handles too. Okay, I'm getting the tray, and then I found this canvas, and it has this like light sage green paint on it, and I have an idea of combining this with another piece that I got. I think this might work. I'm so excited about this idea. I'm really keeping my eye open for baskets. I really like this one. It's a lot smaller, but I think it will fit perfect in the area that I'm thinking of, and it's only $1.99. And the other thing that we find here in the thrift is Magnolia branded items. I'm gonna get this one $5.99. Starting off with this little sign, I am cleaning up all the residue on the center part, then sanding it down to prepare for paint. I taped off the center portion and applied a coat of cream paint with a sponge applicator for texture. I mixed in some white and gray to add dimension. I then realized I had no reason for taping this off because I still had to paint the sides of the center portion. Oh well, I am painting the beaded surround with a dark brown paint with two coats for good coverage. I next struggled with math to figure out a check grid, but somewhat succeeded by taping it off and painting salmon red squares with a little white and gray mixed in as well. The tape removal is very satisfying. This pressed flower frame needs a little art, so I'm using a page from an old book for some interest. By brushing some water the size I need the paper, it was easily torn for a vintage look. To add even more distressing, I painted on some watered down brown paint around the edges. I painted on some antiquing wax on the frame before slipping the glass back in. I did decide to change the color on the frame a little later on, but you'll have to wait for the final reveal. The easel first needed to be sanded down to remove some of the markings on the back. I then added some brown antiquing wax all over for a vintage look. All the tray needed was a coat of that same antiquing wax to be refreshed. I have been working on the vignette for the final look and am realizing these florals need to be a purple pink to complete the look. I'm first removing all the buds from the stems and placing them in a cardboard box. With a few swipes of spray paint, these faux florals are going to look fabulous. I wanted to try my hand at a simple landscape with wild grasses, and the mottled sage green backdrop is the perfect setting for the browns, tans, and green blue blades. For the last DIY, I am pulling inspiration from the denim bag I saw and decided to use this pair of jeans I got at the Goodwill outlet a while ago. I'm adding this large green rickrack down the outer seams, down both legs to bring that scalloped wavy shape I just saw everywhere at Magnolia. This area in my living room, I have this chest of drawers that I really want to focus on this Magnolia inspired vignette. I already had this lamp with the two arms that I thought went really well with the whole theme. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that right where it is. And I'm going to start off the reveal with this outfit. I love this top. This green top reminded me so much of the bandanas that I saw. And then the jeans again reminded me of that denim bag. And then with the addition of that wavy rickrack, oh, I just love the two combinations. Even though the greens aren't a complete and total match, they look so good together. And I also showed this crochet strawberry bag in a short video that I went ahead and included in this look. To start off with this vignette, I'm going to add the artwork to the wall by taking a cue from that bedroom setup that I saw at Magnolia Home. I applied this at a much smaller scale. I utilized this little artwork piece that I found at the Goodwill outlet and layered it on top of this canvas that I found at Things from the Heart thrift store that I added the wild grass landscape to. And I love how this really sets the mood for this whole look. Next, I'm adding the scalloped edge tray to establish a area for some of these smaller decorative pieces that I picked up at the thrift store. Next, I'm layering in that textural basket filled with these faux florals. I love the darker tone on these now. I did try these with the lighter green and cream color that they originally were, and they just kind of blended right into the background and didn't make much of an impact. So I really love this, and I especially love how when I did spray paint these, they really added this mottled color texture to them instead of them just being a solid color. Next, I'm adding in these candle holders and the battery operated candles. And I just love the very different materials that these are up against the florals, the dark wood, and the basket here. I did add a vintage book to the tray to just give some variation in height. On the other end of this console, I'm placing the easel with the little artwork, and you can see that this is what I decided to do with the frame. I just used that same spray paint that I used on the faux florals, but this is definitely more of a solid look, and I love how it's carrying the color from one side of the console to the other. I really took a styling tip from that coffee table that I saw at Magnolia Home, and I added a stack of 2 open books here to just add a little bit of height and just some variation of color. And on top, I added that Magnolia wooden vase. What a stroke of luck to be able to find that. And I added some florals that I have had for years in there. The last element to complete this entire vignette is this little trivet that I gave an entirely different look to. I love the checkered print on here, and this can be utilized in so many different areas of my home. And since I loved that first vase that I saw when I walked into the market with the floral print on it, I did decide to throw in this little oyster shell that my sister actually made for me. She has her own Etsy shop, and I'd love for you to be able to get this little decorative oyster shell if you're interested in it. So I will link that below in the description box. I've switched into my Magnolia sweatshirt and I've turned the candles on. I love the little flickering light and everything is complete. I love the way that this is a perfect interpretation of an inspiration from Magnolia and not like a direct copycat of it. And I love that I was able to go there, get inspired, go to the thrift stores, do some DIYs, and I was able to do this entire vignette for around $25. I hope that you enjoyed my journey on getting this entire look together, and I appreciate you joining me here. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next one.